PrintTShirts.com. And if you go to our website, we have over 30 videos on how to print t-shirts, how to build equipment that you don't need to spend a lot of money on, how exposure unit, poor man conveyor. We have flash dryers, printer equipment, we have squeegees. But right here is our what we call the Red Baron printer. And this is a 6 color, as you can see it has 6 heads, right? And in this video I'm going to show you how easy it is to assemble it. But the way we sell the Red Baron is simply the red part here is what we sell, and the red part and the station here where you put the t-shirt is what we sell. And for starters, we have a starter kit with just 2 heads and 1 station, really inexpensive. And then you can build up as your business goes along and make a 4 color printer or a 3 color, it doesn't matter, 6 color. But basically everything in black here is made from wood. And I'm going to show you in this video how easy it is to put together and have a professional 6 color printer and how it works. One of our features of our printers is our easy registration. When you go to move a screen around and register it, this really helps you do it really fast and easy. The other thing we feature in this is my kickstand that holds the printer up. So you lift it and it just falls down in place, and you lift it again and it stands up. So that's it. There's no springs or anything. There's no reaching around. There's no magnets. The problem with magnets is sometimes when you're spinning around they let go and you lose everything hits the floor. Or even that even happens with springs. But these printers you can put pretty big screens on there and it'll handle the weight. So basically watch the rest of the video if you want to see how we assemble this, how easy it is. And I thank you very much. Visit our website at silkscreennow.com. There's over 30 videos on how to print t-shirts. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Alright, the first thing you want to do is get a 2 by 2, 2 foot by 2 foot, 3/4 inch plywood. And I bought this from Home Depot, cut just like this, for I think it was $8. So you can buy them already cut. Now, what I did is I drew an X. That's how you find the center of it. And I took an old paint paddle. You get them for free, right? Just their paint. And I put a nail at the end of it. And I just drilled a hole at this end, because what we want to do is draw a circle. And so we can cut it out with a jigsaw. So I'm going to take this, and I'm not going to bore you with showing you how to cut it. Basically, just take a jigsaw and we're going to cut around, and when I'm done I'll come back and show you the rest. Alright, there you go. We have a nice circle with that X still in there. We need that X to measure from. Alright, what we want is 6. This is for a 6 color, so we want 6 equal spaces. So what I did to do that is I took the measuring tape, I wrapped it around there, and it came to 75 inches, and I divided by 12.5. And so from there to there, for every point, it's 12.5 inches, which will make a 6 color. And okay, now we still have the X here in the middle, and we need to place the bearing on there. And remember before I told you these bearings are really stiff, and so you have to set it on the side of the table there and open it up. But all you're going to do from that X, I don't know if you can still see it, but we have the X, the original X. And all we want to do is let the line go right in the center of these 4 points. So when I lay this down, I look through here, and as long as I line those up, and that is dead center, make sure all 4 of these points, that line is in the center, and then draw a line this way across the line. So you're going to draw a line that way, right in the center of that oblong, and that gives you a target where this bearing is going to sit. Alright, and then what you can do is from the center to your marks, darken those up and draw a line. Okay, that one goes all the way across. Alright, so we have the marks we're going to drill right here for the bearing. But these, do not confuse them with the other X. I mean, you see there are 6 even points. That's where the arm's going to go, and the bearing's going to go right there. So I'm going to drill those 4 holes and give you a close-up look what all that looks like. So we have 6 equal points for the arms, and then we have those 4 holes there. Now we're going to mark holes here for the arms. Okay, so on where the arms are going to sit, you're going to mark 1 inch. So you're going to drill there, and then you're going to mark from that line 3 1/4. I think that's total 4 1/4 there. So from the edge, you mark 1 inch in and 4 1/4 inch in. Alright, so we have where all the holes are going to be drilled, and I'll show you that in a minute. Another thing I wanted to point out is, when I went to Home Depot, it's not actually, it's like 11/32, not 3/4, but you just want a nice thick plywood around 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to drill those. We're going to drill the bearing holes are 5/16, and these here will be 3/8 of an inch holes. Alright, as you can see, I drilled where the arms go on the printer out here on the drill press, but these need to be done by a hand drill. Okay, so the outer holes are 3/8. These holes right here are 5/16 for the bearing. Let me show you how that lines up. So the bearing will be bolted on like that and flip over. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this, and then I'll show you we'll assemble the 6-color printer. Okay, the other pieces of lumber you need to do the 6-color are a 7x7" 3/4 inch plywood and a 28.5 piece 2x4 and a 12 inch 2x4, and I put 2 pilot holes. What we're going to do is put two 3-inch deck screws in there. So now it's going to hang over the table like that, and we're going to put this on for the bearing. Let me see if you can see that. Yep. But first we're going to go and paint these black for the to assemble everything. All right. Okay, what I've done here is screwed this 2x4L that we made. I painted it black, and we screwed it down onto the table so it overhooks like that. This is a pretty sturdy table, so you want something sturdy that'll handle the pushing down over here so it doesn't bend or anything while you're printing. So you want a stable table, but just take 2 deck screws, screw this down to the table. You can also make your own bench if you want, but other than that, okay, what you're going to do for the 6-color is measure 17.5 inches, draw a line and draw a center line, take your 7-inch square and basically this is your 7-inch square, 3/4 plywood. I painted everything black. I think it looks good, but paint it any color you want. Okay, you're going to put 2 1.5-inch deck screws to secure that down. You want to hold that down real well. You want that stable. You're going to take your bearing. This comes with the kit. You're going to put your lag bolts, 1.5-inch lag bolts. Here, let me move the camera over. I pre-drilled some holes there to make this a little easier. And then you put your 2 little 3/4-inch Phillips head just to help secure that. So that's ready, and now you're ready to go ahead and put this on there, like that. The bearing and we have these They are 1/4 inch by 1.5 inch carriage bolt. There's a round top. And we're going to come up from the bottom. Put a washer and a nut on there. And this hand tighten to start with. Yeah, don't tighten these all down until you get them all 4 in there so it fits this right. Once they're all in there, you can go ahead and tighten these really good. Because you don't want it to move at all. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, okay, my calculations are off. Right. Okay, the next thing you want to put on, you'll have the Platen bar station, we call it, and what you're going to do is set it on here and put, you'll have some more lag bolts and a washer. So you want to make sure you put 2 there and 2 down here to hold that real steady. Then you're going to put the nylon bolts with the nut on this side for the registration. Okay? The nylon is there so there's never metal hitting metal. You don't want metal hitting metal. That way it will never wear down. And these nuts on it lock it in place once you set for the registration. So you want that on there. Next step. Okay, what you want to do is put the 2.5 inch carriage bolt. You'll get them in the kit up through the bottom where the holes are. Kind of hold it steady like that. Put a nut on it and then don't know if you can see that, but basically you want to make sure this kind of lines up with the bar, so there's plenty of room to move like that. And then you're going to tighten this down. Nice and tight. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and put all 6 arms on there, but basically that's it. That's your 6th color. And I'll finish that up and I'll show you how to finish this off. Alright, the next thing you want to do, your t-shirt platen will come with a bracket on it. It'll have these 2 bolts. And you just want to slide this over, and you can put it where it's convenient. You want to tighten those with a nut. These platens are made from Formica. And it's called MDS board. It's a real condensed fiber, and then it has a backing, so this will withstand a lot of chemicals. It's actually what they use on, you know, the real expensive t-shirt equipment. So this isn't melamine, it's not painted fiber board. It's really a high quality platen. It'll resist the chemicals and everything that you're going to put on it, and even the heat to some degree. So the rest of the adjusting, when you bring this down and you adjust this to lay flat on there, is on the assembly for the 4-color printer. So you can watch that and see how to adjust these heads. It's real simple, but there's an adjustment, and you want, when you put a screen in here, tighten the screen in there, you want this to lay flat on this board, and the way you do that is you loosen these bolts on each side, and it'll drop down and lay flat. So you want to make that adjustment, but watch how to assemble number 4, you'll see how it's done. But basically that's it. This is your 6-color, 1 station, fully assembled, and that is